Welcome back to another Alliance War. This time around, for Loki, you'll be going up against J11, X-Men. Like that X-Men? Like the real X-Men? Ah, man, I didn't know they played Marvel Contest of Champions. How am I supposed to beat the X-Men, man? Anyway, I'll be entering the battlefield here with Stark, Spidey, Blade, and Void. That's right, my 4-star Blade. This is the first Alliance War post-Blade Day opening. And no, Kabam, I'm totally fine with using a 4-star Blade, even though the rest of the freaking population of the game is using a 5-star Blade, even though 6-star champions are out. No, Kabam, that's fine, man. I'll keep using my 4-star Blade forever. Not salty about it. Not at all. Not even the slightest bit. Anyway, this first fight is a 5-star Cosmic Champion, and I see a Hela in the profile, and this is just that diversity node of a little bit of Limber, Enhanced Special 1, not that big of a deal. And while it's nice that they have a 455 available for this node, I'm not too worried about it. I am going to boost up here, not for this fight, but just for the future fights, as I will be taking out the entire path here in this same time that these boosts are active, so might as well, right? But Hela, Hela, she might have been a little bit more difficult if she wasn't introduced in the way that she was. Basically, when they first added Hela to the game, that was during that whole Valor event, the whole Thor Ragnarok event they had going on, and every 6 hours I was fighting Hela. Not only that, but she was the final boss in one of the chapters in 5.4, one of the quests in 5.4, I should say. So yeah, at this point, I have a pretty good idea of how to fight her. Just go ahead and find some openings, bait the special 1, punish that, try to get her into her indestructible phase as quickly as possible, bait another special 1, and she's down. Now, the next node up, I cannot say the same thing, as the next node up definitely gives me some trouble. It gives me some trouble pretty much every Alliance War, as the next node is the Stun Immune and Enhanced Abilities node. And I bet you can guess which champion's going to be there, being that it is a 5-star Unawakened Mutant Champion. Unawakened on Stun Immune Enhanced Abilities. I wonder what champion this might be. Now you're going to actually see me pop another boost here before I go into this fight. And it's the 3-minute power start boost where you start with 1 bar of power. And it's not really for this fight. I'm popping this boost because I know I'm going to be using it on the third fight, the next fight that I'm going into. And I figured, I might as well just pop it now. It lasts for 3 minutes. This fight is not going to last 3 minutes, so maybe it'll help me out if I get stuck in a jam and I gotta pop a special or something like that. But it is Nightcrawler, of course, and I'm just going to build up 10 poise charges and then try my best to not get punished by his evasion. I'm going to try to attack slow, pull back whenever I see those evades. At one point I am going to try to change his stance, but it never works out for me, man. Something always happens. I don't know what happens, but around like the 4th hit, the timer just mysteriously vanishes and he doesn't go into any other form or anything like that. Now I got hit there, and that 5-hit combo took me down to 50%, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I got class advantage, and still one 5-hit combo took away half of my health. So yeah, pretty rough there. But in any case, the fight, it goes okay from that point on. I don't really get hit anywhere else. I saved my specials. Towards the end there, once he was only at like 5% health, my finger was pretty much on my special button. On my special button, that sounds funny. But anyway, I was ready to use my special ability, is what I meant to say. And if he evaded, I was just going to pop the special, and hopefully the web shots would have finished things off, or at least given me some distance, but he did go down regardless. Alright, this is the recovery Limber Buffet node, and of course I'm going to be fighting this out with Void, and this is my first time fighting Medusa on this node. Now, something that I kind of mentally have an issue with when I'm fighting this node is that I treat them as if they're stun immune. I don't think I parry stun a single time in this fight, and I really should have. You're going to see a big mistake coming up here, which I'm going to fail an intercept. Right there, I was just too slow on it, failed it. She took away half my health in that one 5-hit combo again. Where I could have played it safer, I could have landed a parry instead of going for the intercept. I mean, I'm getting a little bit better over time with intercepting, but still not that great at it, and why take that risk if I don't have to? So at this point, I'm just trying to get myself out of the wall, I'm going to be stuck against the wall here a little bit more. That 5-hit combo at the start really screwed me up. But yeah, I'm just going to try to evade the special, or evade her heavy attacks. You're going to see me fire off a special one here, which she auto blocks, and that was kind of on purpose in a way. I was just getting very nervous about being in the wall there, and I knew firing off my special would trigger her auto block, but I didn't really care as long as it can give me some distance. Now, it didn't give me as much distance as I would have hoped. Luckily, she was very defensive after that, and I got to attack into her while she was already blocking. If you attack into her while she's blocking like that, she can't trigger her auto parry because she was just always blocking to begin with. So you know, it was good that she did that, but going back to the whole like using a special to get rid of her living strands effect to trigger her auto blocks. I thought it was just going to give me more distance than it didn't, so I'm probably not going to do that going forward. Not with Void at least. But in any case, I managed to you know, kind of pull things around from that rough beginning, and she does eventually go down. So that fight, man, after taking that first initial 5-hit combo, I had to go change my pants, like mid-fight, because, yeah, I definitely crapped them. I was very scared about the rest of how that fight was going to go. Alright, next node up. This fight, I'm very happy to see that it's only a 4-star Cosmic. If you saw the last war, you saw what happened against a 5-star Cosmic, which was Hyperion on this node. And I'm thinking, okay, 4-star Cosmic, I guess they just didn't have a 5-star Hyperion to throw in here. This must be the 4-star Hyperion or something like that. I heal up Stark Spidey, and I fully am thinking that this is going to be Hyperion just because of the power gain that this node has. It's a little bit annoying to deal with when it's Hyperion, right? I didn't pop a special 3 defensive boost because of it only being a 4-star, and I'm glad I didn't because it's freaking Groot. What? Groot? Alright, now I do make some mistakes here. Watch how many times I get myself parried against Groot. Check this out, man. Parried once right there. You're gonna see me get parried again. And basically, I just feel like he's recovering super fast. Now, this actually came up in my Alliance chat. Somebody brought it up not that long ago, maybe like last week, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. They don't seem to be parrying any faster in Alliance War than anywhere else. Well, I completely take that back. If that person happens to be watching, Groot seemed to be recovering super quickly from her special ones, or from his special ones and heavy attacks. That I ended up getting parried a lot. But at the end of the day, it was just Groot, so yeah, I just changed the way I was playing a little bit, and it wasn't that big of a deal. And that was it for my contributions to this Alliance War, but I did want to take this opportunity to address a very common question I get asked all the time as to why I don't normally show the final stat screen here at the end of each Alliance War video. I'm not trying to hide any information. The only unknown going into each Alliance War is the Defender diversity. But if Alliances really wanted that information, they can, you know, high-end Alliances, they talk to each other, they can figure it out. Screenshots get passed around. You can see exactly how diverse an Alliance was in the previous war, at least. But it's a number that's changing all the time. Our Defender diversity, it's always on the rise, and I think the competitive Alliances out there, over time, that number is just going to go straight to 150 at some point anyway. The reason why I don't show this screen is for the Defender kills. It's a little bit misleading when it comes to the Defender kills for the losing Alliance. Typically, there's a call made somewhere throughout an Alliance War. If you realize, like, okay, this Alliance, they're dying less times than we are. It's pretty much a losing war. You know, save items, save potions, save revive, save boost, all that stuff. Save that for a future war. Also, it's a little bit looser when it comes to allowing people to experiment with different matchups, especially for like the mini bosses and bosses. Maybe allow some other people who don't normally get a shot. Maybe they're not quite as good of fighters. Maybe they'll get a chance at the boss or something like that, just to get that experience. Because that's really the only way to learn and grow and get better at this game, right? So honestly, I probably should have got a shot at the boss, but yeah, I didn't, unfortunately. But anyway. The final Defender kill count for the losing team, it's usually not so accurate. We still would have died far more times than they would have, but typically we end somewhere around like the 40-ish death mark. If we're in a good war, we could die only like the low 30s, like 31, 32, somewhere in there. And then in a bad war, we might die like 45 times or something like that. So it's usually around 40. But of course, we made that call, and that's why we ended up with more deaths. I don't really mind showing this because I can sit here and I can explain it. But if I show this final screen and it's an alliance where they died like 80 times or something like that, where it was a pretty close alliance war up until that certain point where I'm guessing they made that call and then suddenly started racking up the deaths, they can't really say what happened, right? So yeah, I don't really like to put that out there for other alliances because it's, like I said, it's a misleading number, right? In pretty much all of these wars, it's a lot closer until you get down to like the final kill count, right? But in any case, J11, obviously, looking at the screen, they are the winners of this alliance war. So yeah, good war to you guys, and maybe we'll come across each other again. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.